Hey guys, it's here and welcome back to another FIFA 17 Ultimate Team video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to complete the Playing Abroad Squad Builder Challenge the cheapest and easiest way. It will cost you around about 40 to 50,000 coins, and I think this is the best Squad Builder Challenge when it comes to pack rewards. You get so many packs back from this. You get a 50k pack, 5,000 coins, a 35k pack, I believe you get a 25k pack, and also a 45k pack and a 15k pack. So many rewards from this. You're only going to spend like 40 or 50k and you get about 200,000 coins worth of packs back. So definitely would recommend doing this. Also, if you do want to know how to complete the foreign player Squad Builder Challenge very cheaply and easily as well, I have already done the video on that. I'll leave an annotation in the top right hand corner of the video. But yeah, without further ado, let's go on into the teams. We've got Italy, France, Spain and Germany. And we're going to start off right now with Italy. This is the team that I've built, as you see here. You need a minimum of 3 players from Italy, but they can't be from the Calcio A or Calcio B. You need exactly 5 leagues, players from the same nation, a maximum for a 79 rating and 100 chemistry. So the team that I've gone with, for my Italian players, I've gone with players from La Liga. Now, Vasquez is like 6,000 coins. Don't go with Vasquez. All you need to do is just go and get someone like Zaza and convert him down. I think it's like 500 coins to convert him. I got it for 900 coins, so I only spent like 1.4 or 1.5k to get Zaza as a player who would work as an attacking midfielder instead of getting Vasquez, who's like 6 or 7k. So I would recommend doing that. I managed to actually snipe Giuseppe Rossi for 1.9k as an attacking midfielder. I was just looking up attacking midfielders from this league, and he ended up coming up. But again, you can just get him for like 1,000 coins and convert him to a centre forward and it will work. And then up front I've gone with Nicola Sansone, and then on each side you just want to go with a different league. So I've gone with the Russian league here with Promise, just because these are cards that I had in my club who were very cheap. So I've gone with the Promise. And then this guy here called Eschenko. On this side, you don't have to go with the same players. Just go with any kind of random league. It could be maybe a Premier League right mid and Premier League right back from the same team. It doesn't really matter. And then on the left, I've gone with Albrighton just because I have him in my club. Very cheap player there. And then I've gone with Christian Fuchs as well. So again, it doesn't have to be these players. You can go with any league you want there. And then in the middle, I've just gone with the Bundesliga. So if you go with German players from the Bundesliga, they're really cheap, because for most of the Squad Builder challenges, these cards aren't very useful, especially considering that in the foreign player Squad Builder Challenge you can't use German players from the Bundesliga, so no one really needs these cards and it makes them very cheap. So if you go with players like this, as you see here, they're all very cheap. I mean, I got these cards in packs or just got them on the market very cheaply. They're all like 400 or 500 coins. And then I just went with a German keeper, but who isn't from the Bundesliga, to get that 5th league in. And yeah, that is Trapp. He's very cheap. You could use Ter Stegen if you want, and then use some different Italian players up here. You could use Karius if you wanted, and then not have the Premier League side here. It's up to you, but this one here is not too expensive and gets a 15k back and 1,000 coins. So next up after this, we've got France. This one here, what does this get you as a reward? A rare gold pack. This is a 25k pack. This is the pack that I packed Messi in, a 25k pack from the Marquee Matchups rewards a couple of weeks ago. And as you guys can see here, you get 3,000 coins as well. And it's pretty similar to the last one, except it's with French players. So you need exactly 3 French players, and none of them can be from Ligue 1 or Ligue 2. And then also, you're going to need players from the same league, maximum of 4. Players from the same nation, maximum of 3. And then you need an 80 rating, so quite high rated for this one, and also 100 chemistry. So for the French players, I'd recommend going with the La Liga Santander, as there are a lot of cheap players there. I've gone with Rami, who cost me 1.1k, Jeremy Mathieu, who cost me 950. You can get Umtiti if you want as well, or Kalajiak. It depends who you really want to go with. And then a CDM right here, I've gone with Nzonzi for 1.5k. In goal, doesn't really matter, I just went with Silicon, 750 coins for him. And then I've got Mario Rui in the left back position. I packed him, he's very cheap. El Shaarawy, 800 coins for him in the left mid position. Totti, I've used him up front to get that hyperlink to El Shaarawy, to get the chemistry for both him and El Shaarawy. And then up here I've gone with Didavi, very cheap player there, 900 coins for him. Mario Gomez cost me 1,000. Verahina only cost me 800, and then we've got this guy here who's called Jung. He cost me 1.6k. For some reason, Wolfsburg right backs actually sell for quite a lot. So if you guys can't get one of these, either try and snipe them, or you can just use a German right mid. So you could use Bellarabi and then just use a right back who gets a link to him. So you don't have to use Jung. I just used him because I could snipe him pretty easily last night. But yeah, you get a decent reward from this. As I said, you get a 25k back and 3,000 coins. So next up with Germany, this is the team I've gone with. I do actually need to go and get Albrighton because I used him in the previous team as well. So if we go and get Albrighton off the market, he is pretty cheap, I think. At least I hope he's quite cheap. If we find Mark Albrighton right here, how much is Mark Albrighton? As you see here, Very, very cheap. I could probably get him for like 600 coins or so, but I'll just get that one for 800. And yeah, you guys can see here, this is the team I've gone with for my German players. I've gone with Rudiger, who I had as a pack ball player, but he's only like 2,000 coins or so. I went with Robert Huth, he cost me 3.6k. You can use Mertesacker or Mustafi as well, depends who you can get really the cheapest. And then I've gone with Ter Stegen in goal, only 1.5k for him. I have seen people use like Sane, Emre Can and Schweinsteiger. I think this is cheaper though, because you'd have to convert those players. I think this is the cheapest way of completing this one. And then I've just gone with a hyperlink to get the chemistry here from the Serie A, so it doesn't have to be these two guys here. I've gone with Gagliardini, and then I've gone with the right back here, Santon. It doesn't have to be the same players. You can use maybe just Jorginho, and then you can use Maggio. It doesn't really matter, just go with any players there who get a good link to get the chemistry. And then on this side here, you're going to need to go with a Leicester player, preferably. I'd say Danny Drinkwater is the best one. You could use Mendy or someone, but then you would need to use a French player as a left mid, and there aren't many French left mids in the Premier League, so I think Drinkwater is a good option there to get that link to Huth. And then you can use Albrighton or just another English left mid, and then just use an English left back. I've gone with this guy here. He only cost me 400 coins. There are plenty of other options that you can go with. This one here is very, very easy. And then for the rating, because you do need a 79 rating, I've gone with Matinho. He cost me 800 coins. Bernardo Silva, who cost me 800, and then we've got Falcao, who only cost me 700 coins. So this one here, very, very cheap, and you actually get a 45k pack for completing it. It's only going to cost you like 10 or 15k, which is not bad at all. And then finally we've got Spain. This one here gets you, I think it's a 35k pack, yeah, a mega pack, and it's quite easy. You do need exactly 3 players from Spain, but none of them can be from La Liga, or the La Liga 1, 2, 3, and also you do need players from the same league, maximum of 3, players from the same nation, maximum of 3, an 80 rating and 100 chemistry. So what I'd recommend doing is to get the rating up, just go with a triangle right here of players, preferably from the Calcio 8, as there are some good high rated players. You can use Consigli or something like that just to get the rating up if you haven't got the right rating. But yeah, I've gone with Sportiello right here. He cost me 850, Astori, who cost me 1,000, and Rajani, who I packed, but he's like 600 or 700 coins. They're very, very cheap. And I've seen people go with some really expensive players like Albiol and players like that, and their prices have gone up loads. So I'd recommend going with Grimaldo, as he's very, very cheap, only 850 coins. He gets a nice link there to Torres, who only cost me 1,000, and then Nolito, he was a bit more, 2.5k, but that just completes all of the Spanish players I need, and it's pretty easy there. And then what you need is 2 players from the Premier League. They don't have to be Milner and Callum Wilson. I've just gone with them as they're pretty cheap and have them in my club. And then on the right you can just go with basically players who play for the same league and also the same nation, because you need players from the same nation, a maximum of 3. So I just went with the Liga and French players. So right back I've gone with this guy here, Sabali. He cost me 950 coins. Cosdiello, he will only cost you like 1 or 2,000 coins, probably even less actually if we just check his price. I doubt he really goes for anything. You've got Diarra, lots of other options you can go with. He's like 1,000 coins or so. And as with all these teams, you don't have to go with exactly the same players as me. You could use a different league here. You could use like Diarra, Tolisso, or Gonalons here if you went with the Liga. You don't have to go with Fekir. You've got other options there in the defence. You can go with like a Kirby instead of Astori. You can go with Consigli instead of Sportiello. You can go with like Henderson here instead, Andre Gray up here. You don't have to go with the same players as me. There are only a few I'd recommend going with the same side here as me. You can go with Pedro though instead of Nolito if you do have him in your club. But this one here, 35k pack, it's only going to cost you like 10 or 15k. Very, very easy. And this is going to actually complete the entire Playing Abroad Squad Challenge. You get so many rewards from this. And there you go, that is it completed. That gets a 50k pack and 5,000 coins. So let's go in and see what we can get in the packs. So we've got 5 packs to open. I'm going to leave the 50k pack till last. And yeah, we're just going to open them in order of kind of how much they cost. So we've got a Jumbo Premium Gold pack to start off. This is a 15k pack. We don't really get anything good in here. That's going to be Honda. Now these cards here, I think lots of them do actually sell for a lot. I mean, you can get loads of players you can sell on for a good amount of coins. We get an Italian player who doesn't play in Italy. He could sell. Honda doesn't really sell for anything there. But yeah, let's see what Okaka sells for. You get loads of players who sell for a really good amount right now. What does he go for? Not actually that much, but still, that's not too bad. We can sell him for like 1,000 coins or so. So we get a few players who we may be able to sell on, any chemistry sells or anything. We get Zaha, he might sell on, so may Correa, so I'll send them both to the transfer list. And yeah, normally I just keep everything in my club and then just keep them for squad challenges in the future, so we get both those there. We get a rare gold pack, mega pack, and rare players pack. I'm going to go with the rare gold pack right now. This is a 25k pack, I do believe. I don't think that is a walkout, although it did pause. Who is that going to be? That's Patrick Van Aanholt? No, it's Willems, who was a Team of the Week player, like just a couple of hours ago, I think, or yesterday, I'm not sure. Lozano and Barrow, neither of them are likely to sell. We do get a few cards here that we could potentially sell on, and Willems, I doubt he does sell. I'll just check his price. I mean, always check prices of players right now, just because some of them go for a ton of coins. Like, he goes for 1,000 coins, which I wouldn't have really thought he would have beforehand. But yeah, 1,000 coins for him. I'll list him up there. That's not too bad. And now we've got a Mega Pack, a Rare Players Pack, and also the Prime Gold Players Pack. So Mega Pack, what are we going to get? This is a 35k pack. Wow, we don't get anything. That's going to be Tim Howard there, playing for Colorado Rapids in the MLS. He may sell for it because of, well, MLS players normally seem to sell for something right now. We do get Didavi. Now, I used him on one of the teams that I completed for the Scoreboard Challenge. He goes for like 1,000 coins or so, so I'll just list him up there. We get a Dare. He may end up selling on for a bit. I'm not too sure. We can check his price. He's like 1,000 coins or so as well. Fernandao could sell. Keeseling, I doubt he goes for anything. And also this guy here, does he sell for anything? Because he plays for Rangers. And there is obviously the SBFL Scoreboard Challenge. He goes for like a couple hundred coins. So again, we get a few coins back from this. I'd expect I'd normally get a lot kind of better players than this. I mean, my pack luck from these have been pretty bad. I've not really got anyone worth even selling on, really. But we do have the 2 best packs to go. And I expect if you guys do this, the majority of you will get a lot better packs than me, unless we get something really good in these last few packs. So Prime Gold Players Pack, what are we going to get? Still no walkout, still nothing like that. It's a big flare though. Who is that going to be? That is going to be Javi Martinez, I believe. Yeah, Javi Martinez. He may sell for a bit because he's Spanish and doesn't play in La Liga. We get Andre Gray. He could sell for something. We get a Premier League player who is not English. That's always good because he could sell for a bit. Yeah, he goes for like 700 coins or so. That's not too bad. We get a La Liga player who isn't Spanish. I think that's one of the requirements for one of the teams. And Adrian, he could sell for a bit. So there we go. I'll send all of that stuff there to the club. I did get a few silver players though from La Liga. They could sell for something. And here we go, the 50k pack, the Rare Players Pack. We don't get a walkout. Wow, that's actually pretty bad. We do get a big flare though. Who's that going to be? Blaise Matuidi. That's actually a decent player. Blaise Matuidi, I think he's like 20k or so. So I've probably made, I think I made profit from this. I mean, overall with the packs, what else do we get? We get Giroud, he could sell for something. Matuidi, we get Willems again. That is not too bad at all. I'll quickly clear my transfer list. Actually, Podolski, he goes for like 5 or 6k, I think, because he's a German right mid who doesn't play in the Bundesliga. This is a good pack. I think I've made some good profit back now overall with Matuidi. That's actually not bad. I'm going to quickly clear my transfer list and I'll see what he sells for. By the look of it, he goes for about 14 or 15,000 coins, maybe a little bit less, but that's not too bad. That is not bad. I think overall, I've at least broken even. I mean, we've got a lot of silvers who sell for a good amount. We've got a few gold players who will sell as well. So yeah, that's not too bad. We get an 86 rated player, and I'm sure a lot of you will get a lot kind of better packs than I did. Podolski goes for like 6 or 7k right now, which is really good. And Chesney goes for it as he's a Roma player. So he plays in the Serie A and he is an Italian, so that's good. Same with Danilo right there. He isn't Italian but plays in the Serie A. Wilshere sells for a bit. Giroud, he's got a high rate, but I think the Dele Alli Scoreboard Challenge will boost up his price. So overall, we've got a few players who we could actually sell on for a good amount of coins there. And that's not too bad. I think overall I have at least broken even. I think I made a little bit of profit from this. And I expect a lot of you will get a lot better packs than me. And considering you only spend like 40 or 50k on this, you get so many packs back from this. I definitely recommend it. So yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.